perspective, Airbnb handles nearly as much money as the entire GDP of the country of Croatia.
That's legendary founder of Airbnb, Brian Chesky, and that was just a little clip of a longer video. I would definitely recommend watching the entire thing. But Brian makes 2 points that I wanted to highlight here. One is understanding the market size, and 2 is the grittiness and passion needed from entrepreneurs to build world-changing businesses. That first point, market sizing. Brian reads a rejection letter from a VC that passed on an opportunity to invest in Airbnb in their early stages, explicitly stating that their market wasn't big enough. And this is a common mistake that VCs make all the time because it's really important to understand the size of a market. You could have a great founder with a great idea, and if the market isn't big enough, it's hard to return your investment in that company. But people change, markets change. No one would have thought that you would rent out an extra bedroom for a complete stranger, or people would do that as an entire business. So I think what founders and VCs or other people in the entrepreneurial ecosystem need to understand is not only how to adequately size a market, but understand how markets are shifting. Or could there be a large enough market here if this idea were to be successful? So yeah, Airbnb sounds like a crazy idea, and it sounded like a crazy idea at that time. But if Brian and his co-founding team were right, could the market be big enough? Obviously it could. And the second piece Brian talks about is the grittiness and the passion and how thick your skin needs to be a founder. And there's a lot of people that want to be their own boss, and they, love kind of the sexiness of being a founder, and that's great. But the problem is if you are going to change the world and you are going to build international markets like Airbnb does, you need to be tough, you need to be passionate, and you need to be ready to almost die for your idea. And that's why in the early stages, when ideas seem crazy and founders seem crazy and maybe even a little bit cocky, that's what you need to build world-changing businesses. You need to believe in your idea so much that you will go out and not just build a company around it, but you will change the conversation. You will excite people. You will change regulation. You will change how people market. You will adapt with new business models. You need to be so married to your idea or to your kind of general guiding principle that you can build something like Airbnb. And all of this is way easier said than done. I don't think I could do it as a founder. But what I really wanted to finally hammer home here is that if you're an entrepreneur, understand your market and understand the narrative that you need to tell for how that market is going to grow to be a multi-billion-dollar business. And for all the founders out there, keep plugging along, keep fighting. And just because people don't believe in you right now doesn't mean you're not doing something awesome.